Hey everybody, it's Yuki once again giving you guys this week in Yuki Productions because this week in Yuki Productions we have a lot to go over, so I wanted to talk about that and we have a special event for our Mario Maker fans to this coming March. We're gonna be celebrating Super World. I'll talk about that in just a moment. Let's get started by talking about this week's schedule in terms of streams. Tonight we are actually streaming tonight. We are having a mystery game. We're going to be. I'm not going to hint. I'm going to give you one hint. It's an anime game. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say for tonight. I can't give you the name of the title yet. You're gonna have to find out at 5:30. Then tomorrow we have our Mario Mondays. We have our Mario Maker viewer level night number 9, and that will be at 5:30 to 5:30 tomorrow. 9, excuse me, 5:30 tomorrow. That is an incorrect time. My error. But we will have Mario Maker 2. I just put the incorrect time for that one. That is 5:30 and not 9:30 because at 9:30 we are continuing our Mario Golf Toadstool Tour Tournament Gauntlet featuring the Wheel of Clubs and Francis the Hedgehog. That will be at 9:30. So Mario Maker at 5:30, Francis the Hedgehog at 9:30. Tuesday we start the whole Forgotten Continent portion of Final Fantasy IX. We are about to start the whole Big Boy Kuja plot. We just started that in episode 14, but in episode 15 and beyond, we're going to start talking more about Kuja rather than Alexandria. Okay, so Kuja is going to be the main portion of episode 15 and beyond for a while until we get to the end of the game. So the first half of the game was more of Alexandria, an introduction to the kingdoms and all that good stuff. Episode Once we started the Kuja plot in episode 14, we're going to continue it all the way through the end of the game. Okay? So be on the lookout for more grind shows. On Tuesday night, we have our continuation of Star Attack Rebooted at part 3. We are headed to the top floor. We have some levels to start on the top floor, second, and then we're going to try the basement levels. Keep in mind, in Star Attack Rebooted, it's reversed with the Bowser keys. Normally in Super Mario 64, the first key leads to the basement, but in this one, it's actually upstairs. Okay, because the basement levels actually have the reverse course numbers. So instead of numbers 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, it will have the other ones 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, then we're gonna have our endless run night for Mario Maker on Wednesday. That'll be at 5:13. Okay, on Wednesday. For the rest of the week, we have Mario Golf Toasted Tour Gauntlet Round 2, Day 2. Round 2 will take place in Cheap Cheap Falls, only the top 6. The top the top 6 go on to the next round in round 3. However, the top 9, excuse me, the top 8 get Champions League, but only the top 6 move on in the tournament. Top 8 get Champions League, top 6 go to the next round. Then on Thursday, we have the on Friday we have Final Fantasy 9 episode 16, title to be announced. Obviously, we have to see where we are after 15. Francis the Wolf is back in VR chat on Thursday night. Okay, and then Star Attack Rebooted Part 4. We'll see where we are after Part 3 on Tuesday. And then Friday night is Final Fantasy night. And then we have the start of the Super World month. And I'll talk about that in just a moment. So that is the schedule for right now. There might be one more stream on Sunday for the mystery game. So the mystery game will be revealed tonight, and then we'll play again on Sunday of next week. Now, now let's talk about. I would love to talk about the rest of the content with Francis the Hedgehog, Infinite the Jackal, and the return of Francis the Wolf channel. But we do need to talk about this new event that I'm trying out for the first time. It's the Mario Maker 2 Super World Month, and I do tell you, I will have to clarify some rules because I can tell there's gonna be questions about this. So here's how it's gonna work. So for the first time, we'll be entering a Super World Month. That means everything in March is going to be Super World based for Mario Maker 2. So normally we would have our viewer level nights on Mondays, endless runs on Wednesdays, and Super Worlds on Saturdays. For the entire month of March, we're going to be doing Super Worlds only. Okay, the only reason why we're having viewer levels tomorrow and endless runs on Wednesday is because it's still February. But in March, we're going to be doing Super Worlds only. So here's how it's going to work. So from March 2nd to March 30th, and if we need one, March 31st, we're going to be celebrating Super World, created by the community in Mario Maker 2. A month of playthroughs and speedruns of Super Worlds on stream. Here are the rules that you guys need to follow, and there's some rules I need to add because I didn't have enough space for this flyer. Okay, number one, let me know your profile code during stream so I can try out your Super World. If you have a Super World you want me to try out, let me know. Let me know, give me your profile code, and I'll be able to enter that in. It's the same thing as if this was a level night, as a viewer level night. The only difference is if you have a Super World, I'm gonna play your Super World and not your level. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, so keep that in mind. Number two, I'm going to be selecting a few Super Worlds based on testing purposes. So what I mean to say is, if you submit your Super World for this event, I have to test it. Even though it's a good world, I have to test it for a few reasons. Number one, difficulty. Is it easy, medium, hard, difficult, Kaizo? Okay, that's number one. Number two, there's a time limit. So every stream for Mario Maker 2 is always from 5:30 to 7. Why specifically those times? Because I have dinner. That's why. So 7 o'clock is my dinner time. Okay. 5:30 we start normally. So that means in 1 hour and 30 minutes we need to fit in two things. One, we need to fit in the playthrough because on the Mario Maker Yuki channel, as you have noticed, I've been uploading playthroughs of those set Super Worlds I already did. Now it's a split for Super Worlds. There's Super World playthroughs, which is the first thing that we do usually, and then the Super World speed runs, which is the speed running version of that playthrough. Okay, and by the way, there's gonna be two videos coming out this week because we did a Super World speed run and a Super World playthrough. And I will tell you, we have done two personal bests in one night, and that was yesterday. Okay, had a very good World One in my second playthrough, second speed run, I think I could have done a lot better. But the fact that we got lucky doing a PB, second PB of the night, that's saying something. So you're gonna see both speedrun PBs, but you only get one playthrough. That's the only thing. But anyway, so in 1 hour and 30 minutes, we need to fit in the playthrough the first time, and then we're gonna speedrun it without the splits. Then what's gonna happen? At the end of the month, March 30th, I believe, according to the flyer, yes. So I'll talk about what's going to happen on the last week in a moment. Now, keep in mind, because I have a feeling a lot of people are going to submit their Super Worlds, I have to select a few. So if your Super World does not get selected this event, do not worry because we're going to have the regular schedule back in April, with the April schedule being every Saturday. So even if the Super World does not get selected this on March, your Super World can still be played in April whenever we return to the normal schedule where we do the Mario Mondays with the viewer levels, Wednesdays for Endless Run, and Saturdays for Super World. The last week of the event, March 25th to the 30th, will be speedrunning week. We're going to be doing the splits, we're going to be doing PBs, we're going to be doing all that good stuff. And then all those will be uploaded to the channel for Mario Maker Yuki sometime in April. So that's how it's going to work. Now, there is one caveat. I said March 30th. March 30th is the last day of Saturday in March. Here's the caveat to that. The reason why I added the 31st is if for some reason we have leftovers. If there are some super worlds we have not done a speed run for, I'm going to have speed running on the 31st. Keep in mind though, there's a caveat to that too. If we have a speed running night on the 31st of March, the April 1st, I'm going to skip the viewer levels just to give the Mario Maker thing a break. And I will just do double Mario game with Francis the Hedgehog on Monday, April 1st. But that's only if we have to do a speed run night on the 31st of March. So keep that in mind. So I want to repeat that again. March 30th is technically the last day of the event. However, if there is this leftover speedrunning thing we need to do on the 31st, I'll add one on the 31st. Keep in mind though that if we do the speed runs on the 31st, I'm going to give Mario Maker a break on April 1st. And no, we're not doing April Fool's Day here. So if we do that, where we have the 31st, April 1st is going to be two episodes of a Mario game done by Francis the Hedgehog, just to give Mario Maker a break. And then Mario Maker would return on Wednesday, April 3rd, if we have to do that. If not, then the normal schedule will return on April 1st with the whole with Francis the Hedgehog, Mario Maker viewer levels. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. There's another thing we need to talk about though. The schedule stays the same in terms of the timing and in terms of what days. Saturday, Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Here's where it gets a little tricky. Where are we streaming this? So obviously the first place is the main channel, which is this puppy right here. Okay? So we're still gonna do that. I'm not gonna change that. I will, however, talk about another platform called Twitch. So, originally the idea was to stream on Twitch because I want to try to get affiliated. Okay, how do you get affiliated on Twitch? However, this is how. So, if you never seen Twitch before, here's your introduction into how to make money on Twitch 101. Except I'm not doing a tutorial. I'm just gonna show you the requirements. So the first requirement is 50 followers. Already done that. We're good. Because I had this Twitch channel for years. Stream for 8 hours. Already done that. 28.78. Stream on 7 different days. Already done that. 15. The hardest one, I really think, is going to be this: average three viewers in 30 days. And it's based on hours. That includes host and raid. Okay? So make sure you guys understand that. And it's not easy to do it on Twitch. So here's the other option. Twitch, or we can do it on Mario Maker Yuki LA YT, which is this one right here. I have done this before. I have streamed on this channel before. Right here, as you guys can see. Obviously, these were test streams to see if you guys would watch it. And you guys showed some love there, which I appreciate. The reason why I would also think of doing it on here, because back when I started this channel, it wasn't a serious thing yet. Where, oh, it's just an experiment. It was just an experiment. That experiment actually works. Because you guys have been showing love on this channel, so I want to say thank you. So it is possible for me to stream on this channel again. But that's only if you guys want me to try it again. If you guys want it more on Twitch, I will do that. That's not a problem. The other thing that would make sense is how I do content on this channel. Remember, we're doing Super World Month. So this is a playlist of Super World playthroughs and Super World speedrun. Okay? And there's a few more videos on the way next week. So, how it's gonna work is I do a playthrough, a normal playthrough first. I upload that. Then when we do our speedruns, I upload that too. Keep in mind, next week we actually have two videos of the same world. Because I actually broke my own PB twice. That's right, I had two instances I broke my own personal best record on the exact same Super World. Twice. So you're gonna see both attempts. One the original new PB, and the second one is gonna be the new PB on top of the old PB. So yes, we kept going on that. So you're gonna see both. Okay? But on the website, which I'll show you guys in a bit, I'm only gonna be taking the faster time. For the videos, you're gonna get both. Okay? So you can see the progression. Now, that also leads to the last playlist, which is the compilation station. All the speed runs I do could be part of this compilation for the month of February. Okay, so I'm gonna be making one for February soon. Okay, and then the one for March will be coming out in April, something like that. Okay, that's how this channel works. Now, I really want to stress this event out because I want to show you how everything works. Now that we're done with Mario Maker material, let's go on to the rest of the channel. Because I still have to talk about the rest of the channel, folks. We still have content. Final Fantasy 9, very straightforward. Expect grind shows again. We're gonna have another one soon because we're gonna start talking about Kuja more. Kuja is not easy. I'm gonna tell you that. And then we have other bosses to play with. So that's gonna be a whole lot of fun. And we're going to need to start thinking about training other characters. Because obviously everybody loves me playing as Zidane and Freya and maybe Amaranth, but I have not used Quina for a bit, and I have not used Garnet and Steiner. I have not. So we'll see if I brought the right four, the right trio on that Oliver trip. Oh yes, we're gonna have some fun with that. Now, the next part is the content. Now let's get into the actual new stuff other than Mario Maker because I've been talking about Mario Maker for a while because that's the big event of the month, the Super World month. So our very first time doing this. So we'll see where it goes. If you guys enjoy that event, I'm gonna plan more. Maybe for endless run and maybe for viewer level because I still want to try viewer level bingo. Okay, other content because I know you guys are excited for a few of these. Let's talk about the character stuff. Infinite Zone is coming back next week. I'm I think you guys like more Sonic characters, and I can respect that. So I'm gonna be doing that again. So that's taken care of. Um, Now we have to talk about the other two. Francis the Hedgehog channel. Um, Mario videos coming soon, and of course everybody's been looking at it, looking forward to it. Shadow the Hedgehog channel. So I'll be having Francis the Hedgehog react to that. In particular, we're gonna be I was about to say Shadina. We're about to do the Maria arc. Okay, the Maria arc of Shadow the Hedgehog channel. Um, I can't spoil it, however. So all I'm gonna say is um warning, talking about sensitive topics. That's all I can say about what you're about to experience with Francis the Hedgehog on Shadow the Hedgehog. So we're gonna be doing reactions to that this coming week. I'm extremely excited. I've seen the videos, but it will be the first time where Francis the Hedgehog actually reacts to Shadow. By the way, that's his boy. That's one of his favorite characters, other than Shadina. Okay, good. Next thing, we're back to reacting to Gia the Dark Angel. Oops, going back. Oopsie. Um, we're going to be reacting again to Gia the Dark Angel, and we're also be reacting to Mario stuff. He likes this Mario. He likes Gia the Dark Angel, and now he likes Shadina, and now he likes Shadow. So there you go. Okay, so we're gonna have some fun with that. I am working on new graphics though. Some new graphics are gonna pop up during editing of these particular videos, so I'm excited for that. Now, there is actually three other things we're gonna talk about, three other channels, and two of them you have not seen for a while. The first channel is Francis the Wolf. Now you might be wondering why am I going back here? What's going on? What's the big hoopla? The big hoopla about Francis the Wolf is we're doing something new here in a way. So as you guys know, Francis the Wolf channel is part of VR Productions. Okay? Not and also Yuki Productions, obviously. But I want to explain how this works. Let me see here. Oops. Um, I meant to say, oopsie, this one. Not VR Productions complete, but this. So this channel is VR Productions, Yuki's VR Productions to be exact. Now, this doesn't mean it's all me, 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 me. No. There is anything that we create in VR chat in here. That even includes potentially Unity world. Unity like VR chat worlds I make. Now, what else does this channel have? Well, right now it's only VR chat stuff. And it makes sense because it's VR. But what you do not know is that anything VR chat related, and it does not have to be inside of VR chat. It could be even me producing, making a VR chat world because VR chat worlds are VR chat, and therefore I have to add it. So you might be wondering why is so before everybody talks about I the Wolf Ventures is a little missing. What I mean by that, as you can see, it's not in order. Well, the reason why it's not in order is actually because I've been learning how to edit in DaVinci Resolve 18. And to demonstrate this, I decided, you know what? Let me flex my editing muscles with DaVinci Resolve 18 by remastering three particular episodes of that series, and then I'm gonna put everything in there. So right now I've been showing you guys, hey, this is a preview of what you're gonna see, and then I'm gonna be like, oops, I'm gonna be uploading the rest down the line. But DaVinci Resolve 18 and Movavi Video Editor will be our main two video editing software. Okay, I'll talk about DaVinci Resolve 18 in a moment because I have something for you guys on that. But all episodes of the Wolf Ventures will eventually come out here. I'm just wondering if I'm going to remaster everything or just give it to you straight up. However, what does this have to do with Francis the Wolf? I don't see no Francis the Wolf content other than the Wolf Ventures, obviously. Well, you see, that is because there is something new for Francis the Wolf to play with. He loves his worlds. That's right, we're talking about a particular thing I used to try on the main channel, VR chat road tours. So you might be wondering, how does VR chat road tours work? Well, very straightforward and simple. It's exactly what it sounds like. So let's go ahead and go into hello.vrchat.com and we're going to log in. See, hey, my computer loves me. Anyway, look at that. So we're gonna go to world. We go to discover world. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of worlds in VR chat. However, not a lot of worlds also get the spotlight. What do I mean by that? What I mean is everybody knows about the world Black Cat. Uh, yeah, Black Cat. Everybody knows about the world Black Cat. The Black Cat, excuse me. Everybody goes there. It's the world famous world. It's a bar, restaurant, all that good stuff. Everybody goes there. Everybody needs knows that. Whatever. It's the best word out there. Whatever you want to say. Whatever the good things you want to say. Here's the thing, though. There's a lot of worlds out there that are not well known or not mentioned. Now, I'm not going to include my world that I'm making because that does not count. I will do that on my own accord. So there's there's a few. Let's just say you want me to look at a hotel. For example, let's say Hotel Morningstar. Hotel Morningstar is also a very popular world. But let's go into other worlds that are interesting but have not been talked about much. Let's try to give some spotlight to other worlds that also deserve the spotlight. So let's look at, let's say, Capsule Hotel. Let's see how this world is doing. So 1,668 favorites, and you can see what we have in store. So Francis the Wolf is going to go inside of the world, give you a world tour, show you what is inside, and then put it on the channel so for everybody else to take a look at. Link will be in the description of those particular videos on Francis the Wolf channel. It will also be uploaded to, you guessed it, you guessed it. It will also be uploaded on Yuki's VR Productions. That's where it's also going to be added on this channel as well. So Francis the Wolf World Tours is going to get a playlist. The Wolf Ventures gets a playlist, and everything else in VR chat gets a playlist. Okay, so that's how that channel works. Now let's move away from Francis the Wolf and let's go to games. Particularly, particularly, we're going to go into Indie Yuki for a few reasons. Number one, I'm back on this channel. So this channel, ladies and gentlemen, was supposed to be for Indie Games Live, but was cancelled due to lack of interest in a way. However, I decided I start to realize how I'm gonna redo this channel. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give it one more try, another shot. So if you have an indie game you want me to try out, I'm gonna be trying it out here. My introduction sequence though is going to be similar to something like Mr. Tim the Tatman would do. Like he would do. I've done it before, but I'm gonna do it in my own way. So Tim the Tatman, if you have no idea of who he is, one of the most popular streamers who plays Call of Duty and all that good stuff. I think he needs no introduction though. But I need to introduce you to him because he has a particular intro that I'm interested in. So what he does, he says good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Um, he says, and then he says we have a banger for you, something like that. And then he talks about what you're about to see, and he reminds you to obviously like and subscribe, and then tell everybody you love them. And I'll catch you on the next one. I'm gonna be doing something similar, but instead of copying him one for one, I'm gonna be like live life to the fullest. I'll catch you on the next one because his line is um make sure you tell someone you love them. My line is live life to the fullest. Almost similar, but different wording. Okay, actually two different sentences, but something about loving something. Okay, so something positive. Okay, so we're gonna be doing that, and I'll show you the game. Okay, now what games are gonna be on this channel? Any indie games that you might have, or in something interesting? Some demos be included, and some playthroughs. Okay, I'm gonna be doing Void Side again because there's another update coming up soon. That I did a video for Void Side. If you guys remember that one, that was on the original version of Yuki's Indie Game Zone. But this is gonna be posted on Indie Yuki now. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna show you guys how the intro is. So here's my intro. Here's my version. Now keep in mind, in terms of like how I'm going to present these videos, we will have the avatar. Maybe. First indie game to be showcased as an FPS. So I'm introducing the game. We have something very special for you. This is a game called Void Side, and it's and I tell you guys my predictions, by the way. By Space Piano Games. And what is Void Side? So what is Void Side? Void Side is this FPS shooter game, arena shooter, that is an FPS PvE that allows you to take out zombie AI, and not only that, collect coins, engine, do. Side will purchase for 5 to time as FPS. So this is the game. This is when I get into it. Now, obviously, that introduction is too long, and I'm trying to learn how to do that more in a concise manner. But as you can see, I'm playing the game, I'm showing off everything that you need to know, yada yada yada, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna be doing the same thing with other games. Although I'm not gonna do the whole segment. I'm just gonna give you bits and pieces of what to look for when you're playing the game. Okay? If the game is short enough for me to do that, I will. And speaking of indie games, this is the last part of today's video.
To breaking news with the weather.
Not that. I'm talking about this. Does anybody remember this channel?
And clear sunny sky.
Does anybody remember this particular channel? Does anybody remember this channel in particular? Obviously, it has a shadow image, but that's just because I needed something. I love Shadow the Hedgehog, you can tell. I also like Shadina. Anyway, why is this channel being brought up all of a sudden? What is the purpose of this channel? The purpose of this channel was supposedly talk about RPG Maker MV. For those of you who do not know, I used to try making my own game in RPG Maker, and it's actually easier than it looks. It's actually easy. But the thing with this is that you have to learn a lot of stuff with RPG Maker. I had to stop it because my main channel was getting popular. That's why. That's why I stopped it. I didn't stop it because I don't want to stop making games. I stopped it because the main channel was starting to get popular, and I wanted to continue focusing more on the main channel. But we have this now. So why am I bringing this up all of a sudden? Because of this. Well, what I'm about to show you is actually kit images. I'm talking about kit footage. So what I mean by that, you might ask. Well, what I'm about to show you is a gameplay from the kit. So if you are not aware, okay, me one. If you are not aware, yesterday during Mario Maker 2, at the end of the stream, I said I had a treat. I specifically said I have a treat. That treat was a look at the FPS kit from. Let me show you what I'm referring to before we get into it. So there's this kit called FPSE Unity, and there's this kit allowing you to make your very own multiplayer FPS engine game. So it does it, and it looks like Call of Duty, and it really does. But you get to make your own in a way on Unity. So traditionally, this is $60. I bought the kit last year to learn how to do something like this. I have two versions, Photon 2 and Mirror. The difference is based on how you connect with with the game with the people. So I was like, you know what? Let me try learning how to make a game like this. So, so yesterday I actually downloaded, exported my the I not export, yeah, exported like build the build, but it was based on the demo just to test how mirror networking works. I'm about to show you how it looks like in this video. Yes, it is about Yuki Productions, so it counts as footage. I'm just setting up the windows correctly so you guys can see them correct. So there's one, and then here's the other one. There's supposed to be two. I'm gonna put the color source as well, so that it makes sense. There's the other screen, I think. So it looks like the same thing right now. That's this because I haven't changed anything. Make sure that this. Okay, good. I'm using the right window. Star two, and then I'm gonna put star one. Actually, one of the windows is wrong. Let me just see why. There we go. Nope. Yeah, this other one is not showing up. Yeah, the other one is not showing. Give me one moment. Okay, give me one moment so I can show you this. So there's supposed to be two windows, and okay, I think we got it. Let's see. Yep, we got it. Star one and star two. So as you guys can see here, I just did it from the kit, and this is what you get. I'm gonna lower down the volume a little bit. So here you go. We're gonna play a multiplayer game. We're gonna go to host game. We're gonna go to TDM. We're gonna go to bots. It's gonna be disabled. Players needed two. I'm gonna set this to 20 minutes. This is so that the how it works. Then I'm gonna go to my other window. Go to play multiplayer. Browse games. Refresh. There it is. That's mirror networking. I'm gonna select red for the left and blue for the right. But I'm gonna control one at a time. so you guys can see what I'm referring to. Spawn, and I'm gonna spawn this one too. So we're gonna wait. I'm controlling the one on the right. So what I'm gonna show you how is mirror networking. It is via net mirror. So the other one is on the left. Now, normally you're not supposed to screen look because that's cheating. But obviously, I'm doing my own. I'm showing you how it works. So I'm technically cheating and not cheating at the same time. At this at and it is on my own local network. So it is local testing.
Contact.
So as you can see, this one on the right and then this one on the left. And I will tell you they are mirrored. As you can see on the left, I'm approaching the one on the right. As you can see, it is nearly identical. Now let's see hit registration. I'm using the one on the left. Not too
Shit,
bad.
I'm hit.
Now I'm gonna move this guy somewhere else just so that it looks like I'm playing for real. I'm gonna move him here. Now I'm gonna have this guy try to score a point. Now in the offline version, you can actually play with bots. Now I didn't put it on the bot, so I can do this. So I'm gonna try to find my other player. Now keep in mind this is from a demo map. So it's not a map I created. It was introduced inside of the kit, and it is using mirror networking. What I plan to do with this eventually is put it on the Yuki Game Dev channel, but not like this. Obviously, this is just for showing off. As you can see,
Resistance. Neutral.
got him, or I should say, got both, because as you can see, I'm playing as myself and myself. So this guy needs a point. Let's see if I can give it to him. Let's see where he spawned at. Let's see if I can find him. Now, sometimes it will lag. Just note that not everything is perfect, obviously. Now you can see mini-map on the top left will also show you where the enemies are.
Shit, I'm hit.
Headshot, first point for the right side. Now note that there is a immunity for 10 seconds, but once you move, that is it for immunity. So we go ahead and find him one more time, and then we get tied the game. Now don't do this where you only do this for like testing. What I'm doing is testing purposes, so that's why I get to do something like I'm doing.
Contact. Changing magazines.
Reload pressing R. You cannot. By the way, when I actually put this on the thing, I will use my Yuki Productions website for you guys to play. You just cannot play right now, because obviously I'm learning how to make maps, and this is more of a test to see what happens if I put it like on local testing. What I'm about to try to do is computer to computer. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna make a Mac build specifically to test um my mom's computer if it will not only run it but also to like test computer to computer. Does the game work with mirror networking computer to computer? Because if that works, you guys can try it out. Okay? So that is what I have for you guys for Yuki Productions this week and Yuki Productions this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and especially this little segment here where I'm showing you guys how mirror networking works. Okay? Well, we'll see you guys today 5:30. We have the we have the mystery game. Okay? Enjoy, and I'm gonna be testing some networking. Enjoy, yeah.